who, when he was reviled, did not revile in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten, but committed himself to him who judges righteously. 1 Peter 2 verse 23. Looking back across the years, the aging Peter recalled vividly his Lord's patience and forbearance. Peter himself had learned these graces from Jesus, as thousands of his followers also had. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale tells the following story. The saintly Wesley one day was preaching in a downtrodden section of London. Over at the edge of the crowd, two ruffians appeared. They said to one another, "Who is this preacher? We'll show him. What right has he got to come here spoiling our fun?" They reached down and took a stone in each hand and belligerently elbowed their way through the crowd until they came within hailing distance from the preacher. Then they drew back their arms with the stones, ready to hurl them on his face. When as Wesley was talking about the power of Christ to change the lives of sinful men, a beauty spread over his face, that great old light never seen on land or sea, and transformed him with its radiance. They stood transfixed, their arms poised in the air. One turned to the other with a note of awe in his voice and said, "He ain't a man, Bill. He ain't a man." The stones fell from their hands and onto the ground. And as Wesley spoke, their hearts were softened. Finally, when the sermon had completed, the great preacher made his way through the crowd, which parted respectfully to permit him to pass. But one of the ruffians very timidly reached out his hand to touch the hem of the preacher's garment, and as he did so, the attention of Wesley was drawn onto him and his companion as well. He put out his two hands and placed them on the heads of these two ruffians and said, "God bless you, my boys," and then passed on. And as he did so, one ruffian said to the other, with even more awe in his voice, "He is a man, Bill. He is a man, but he's a man like God." The graces of patience and kindness still characterize Christians and should as more than men. These graces are particularly valuable in a world full of violence and hatred because they identify the Christian with his Lord. And as always, think on these things.